Exhausted firefighters are contending with strong winds as they battle deadly wildfires in Northern California. 36 people are dead and the flames have consumed nearly 90,000 hectares since they erupted last Sunday. Harrowing body cam footage released by the Sonoma County Sheriff's Office shows a deputy responding to the emergency that first night. He runs through the raining ash, drives through walls of flames as embers fly off his car. Officials say nearly 8,000 firefighters are working around the clock to contain the 17 blazes. Well, unfortunately, California weather conditions will make firefighting difficult once again today. Meteorologist Derek Van Dam joins us now. And Derek, it doesn't seem like there's any respite in store, at least in the short term.
Well, there was a short break in the weather in terms of the wind gusts, and the relative humidity actually increased within the past 12 hours. But things are about to change drastically as we start to get a wind out of the northeasterly direction, and that is really going to dry things out and make for timberbox conditions. Over 20 million residents of California and Nevada actually have a red flag warning as we speak, and that's valid right through 11 p.m. local time on Saturday evening, and that is for the threat of wildfires that continue. This is the improving conditions I talked about for that brief temporary time. We have 45% containment on some of the larger fires that we've been talking about, the Tubbs and the Atlas fire. But here we go again today. We have a critical fire danger from Los Angeles along the coastal areas as well as the north and central sections of California. Look at the wind gusts. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about, gusting over 50 kilometers per hour in some instances. But as we head into Sunday, conditions improve once again. But Mother Nature really just taking out all the available moisture in the atmosphere. This is the relative humidity, and it is dropping into some instances single digits. So again, any vegetation will become fuel for the flames for the next 12 hours. Here's the other side of the world. This is Hurricane Ophelia just outside of the Azores Islands, and it is getting swept up in the mid-latitudes, and it is going to, westerlies I should say, it is going to pick up speed and actually impact the United Kingdom and Ireland as we head into Monday and Tuesday. Believe it or not, this extratropical system will bring hurricane-force winds to places like Dublin, the coastal areas of England, as well as Scotland and into Wales. Also, a lot of precipitation associated with this. Rainfall expected to impact the United Kingdom by as early as Sunday evening, something we're tracking very closely. Anna, back to you.
Batten down the hatches. Derek, good to see you. Thank you. Well, in Puerto Rico, basic necessities are still hard to come by more than 3 weeks after Hurricane Maria tore through the island. Decimated infrastructure is isolating entire communities from the help they need. Some people are so desperate, they're drinking water pumped from hazardous waste sites. Our Leila Santiago reports from San Juan.
3 weeks after Hurricane Maria, much of Puerto Rico is still struggling to survive. 91% of the island still without power, and a third are without fresh water.
First and foremost, a humanitarian disaster.
House Speaker Paul Ryan witnessing the devastation today. His tone, a stark contrast to President Trump.
I love Puerto Rico. We've done a great job in Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico has to get the infrastructure going.
Earlier this week, President Trump tweeted a FEMA video highlighting the government's relief efforts, saying no one could have done what I've done for Puerto Rico with so little appreciation, so much work. But this is the reality on the ground. 45 minutes south of San Juan, in Caguas, the town's hospital evacuated when the generator failed. One of the doctors told us they are operating on a day-by-day basis without reliable power. Do you think you'll get that help?
We hope so.
Do you need the help?
Yes.
8-year-old Diego is lucky. He's getting off the island. A rare medical condition means life is particularly hard, and Mom tells us he's running out of the medicine he needs to stay alive.
Si es difícil ahora, imagínate más tarde va a ser más difícil conseguir esa mezcla para él. Y entonces...
She says she has to think now because if it's tough to get this now, she can only imagine what it will be like in a few days or weeks when there's less on hand. In the last 10 days, Florida says more than 36,000 people have fled there from Puerto Rico. 3-year-old Nayelis from a mountaintop community will soon be one of them. Another family torn apart by Maria.
They're cousins. And now they're going to be separated because she's going to Connecticut and she's going to Florida. Their parents are worried about the conditions here.
We're in the crisis moment of making sure that lives are saved, that people are put out of harm's way, that hospitals are running, that water is flowing, that power is up and running.
The government has a long way to go for water, for power, for a sense of normalcy to come back to the island of Puerto Rico. Leila Santiago, CNN, San Juan, Puerto Rico.